What are some good facts about human psychology? 1. We blame a person's behavior on their personality unless it's us. Has someone ever cut you off at a roundabout or intersection and made you really mad, only for you to go on to do the exact same thing to someone else just 10 minutes later? Although the person that cut you off infuriated you, you're likely to have justified your own actions to yourself because you're in a hurry and it's just this once. We tend to attribute our bad behavior to external forces and other people's bad behavior to their internal attributes. 2. We don't predict our reaction to future events very well. We often think that we're going to react to a future event in a certain way, only for the event to actually take place and us to find that we reacted completely differently to how we predicted. We place hope in the ability of a single occurrence to be able to change everything, but we often find that it doesn't do much to change how we feel at all. 3. Our strongest memories are usually inaccurate. We feel like memories of traumatic events burn themselves into our minds to remain there forever. This is known as flashbulb memories. Studies have shown that the stronger the emotional state you were in during that event, the more the memory is inaccurate. 4. Our brains wander for about 30% of the day. On average, we spend about 30% of our day daydreaming, though some people do it more. The upside of this is that researchers point out that people who tend to daydream more are better at solving problems and tend to be more creative. 5. We prefer shorter lines of text, but read longer ones better. It might sound counterintuitive, but while we might prefer to read narrow columns, we'll read the same information faster if it's spread to the width of the page. The only reason you don't notice that is because you visually prefer the shorter layout. 6. We want more choices, but choose better with fewer options. Professor Dan O'Reilly tells in his book Predictably Irrational about an experiment he and his colleagues performed. They set up two booths that offered jam for sale. One booth had 24 different kinds of jams, while the other only had 6 kinds of jam. The table with fewer options managed to sell 6 times more jams than the one with more options. 7. You get more creative when you're tired. If you're trying to do something creative, like writing a short story or designing a dress, you'd be better off doing it after a long and stressful day. This is because researchers have found that people actually become more creative when their brains aren't functioning as efficiently. This is one of the main reasons why people often get great ideas while taking a shower after a hard day's work.